Happy Monday. It's Monday. Joyful Monday. Welcome to Joyful Mondays every Monday at 3 p.m. I am Joy Ruffin, your signature leadership style and signature style specialist speaker. I'm also a personal development strategist and so much more. And today, my featured guest and I are going to have such a good time, and the prayer is that you're going to join in. But what is my topic today before I bring this lovely lady on? It's all about fit and style, pants, and you. And welcome, because this conversation is a needed one. You know it, and I know it, and we're going to highlight it briefly. Why is it a great discussion? Well, the pants and how they fit, it's everything. There's no style, there's no grace, elegance, or anything else without the fit that's right for you and the pants that you select. And what's major? Well, it's the inseam. How does it fit you? What is the flair and the flow? Because today we're in the casual mode, right, friends? We're into leggings, jeggings, tights, sweatpants, jogging pants. Oh, it goes on and on and on. So you want to make sure that they fit you and they fit you right. Here's a quote. You know I love quotes. I hope you do as well. It's all fun and games until none of your pants fit. Sarah Kay. I think that's great because pants, you gotta look in that mirror. You gotta turn around and see what they're doing. Fit is not a destination, it is a way of life. And that not only applies to pants, it applies to everything. So why don't we begin with the best outlook and mindset? We put on our positive pants. And that's what we're going to talk about. Now, the inseam, how you measure, and all of these things we share with you in our workshops and the courses that we're offering you. Now, most likely you kind of know what the inseam is all about, from the crotch down to your ankles and below, depending on the length that you want. But that's major. And also to make sure that it's a right and correct inseam for you, so that when you turn around to the back or you're looking in that three-way mirror, which if you're the style you need to have, you got to make sure that those pants are fitting you from the back as well as it does for you in the front. And that's a beginning. It's a beginning understanding of what real fit is about. Do you ever wonder why some pants make you feel like you're on the top of the world, while others you just don't cut it? They don't feel right. They don't have the significance and the style that you want. Well, that's because of fit. Fit is everything. So here's some things I want you to take to heart and remember. And our featured guest speaker, we're going to talk about, well, I'm going to give you her name. I'm not going to bring her up yet, but it's Veronica Kolobob. Love that last name. And it's her title, one of her many, and we'll talk about it briefly today, is Eating with Thee, because she's all about healthy eating. And healthy eating gives you the body that you love and that you adore. But we're going to talk a lot about other things, but I wanted you to know that. Here's some importance of fit. These are the things that you know, but maybe we need to tweak them a little bit. Comfort. Well-fitted pants prevent discomfort and irritation. Functionality. Proper fit ensures mobility and functionality. Appearance. Well, you want it to be flattering. You want the fit to enhance that beautiful body. And that body is beautiful no matter what shape or size it is. Let's get away from the 0 and the 8. Nothing wrong with those. But what about the larger sizes, the full figures? They're just and can be just as fashionable and stylish. And style occasions, remember, what style are you dressing for? Casual is in and is not going anywhere, nor should it. But you, me, all of us, we need to be more in sync and in tune with what style means to us. The trends keep coming. Casual, formal, updated, upscale. It doesn't matter the terminology. Yours need to fit you. And so once you find the right pant, slacks, trousers, the fit, the inseam that's fit for you, and the right length, not everybody can wear crop pants. Not everybody can wear Bermuda shorts. Not everybody can wear leggings and jeggings, even though many do. Doesn't mean it's right. And if you are about style and a signature style that fits you, you want to make sure it's the right one for you. So here's a tip on measuring pants and trying on pants. Try pants with various styles and see which style fits you right. Waistband, no waistband. Pockets, no pockets. Darts, pleats, which one fits you best? And what length is best for you? Because not everybody can wear an ankle length pant either. Even though they're popularizing and publicizing it that way. Your assignment, my friend, and mine is to learn what fits and works for you best. And finding the right pant for you, it can be, doesn't have to be a chore, but it can be a position that you take with laughter, humor, and fun and love involved. Because once you find that right fit and the right brand and the right style for you and your color range and palette, you find the best ones that fit you. Because it's not about just buying a pair of pants because they're popular and everybody's talking about them and they're everywhere in the stratosphere. That might be, but do you want to be part of that everyday grouping if it doesn't fit your DNA? And that's what's important. So remember, it's all about know thyself from the inside. That means every bit of you. And that means knowing at your core what styles fit you best. Now, I'm going to take, because I'm excited to bring on my featured guest speaker today. Veronica is absolutely fantastic. I'm going to take a quick little reset and then I'm going to give you a little bit of her background and her history and then share with you her. And we're going to talk a lot about two things. She has so many more on her plate, but that we're going to be talking about today. So bear with me. And my friends, if you are not a member of Leading Ladies, Leaving Legacies, well, why not? You belong there. It's your group. And you are a leading lady leaving a legacy, aren't you? You belong here. Your vision, your mission, and your purpose is major. And we want you to share it with the universe. Nothing belongs to us. Everything belongs to others. And that's how we share what we're about and what we're doing. And you mentioned, or I mention to you all the time, know thyself. Your assignment while here is not just to make money, it's to get to know who you are. That ought to be a part of it. But remember that you are here to solve the puzzle of you. You're to go on that treasure hunt and find all the pieces that complete you so that you can stand in your power-filled life. That's what it's all about. So take a look. This is a freebie. It gives you great insight to something called human design, which I've studied them all. I've been through them all, love them all. And I'm not going to rate one over the other, but I can tell you that this will give you so much information. And it depends on how much more you want to dwell into getting to know you. Now, how about this graphic? Because this is what we're going to be talking about. Eating with V, and we're also going to be talking about the Martini Network. She's going to tell us a lot about this, but I want you to just take a screenshot or a snapshot and then hear my introduction about Veronica Kolobob. Veronica has been in business development since 2007, expanding and growing several businesses on the Treasure Coast. We're both here in the lovely state of Florida. She founded the Martini Network Business Directory, and that's what we're going to talk a little bit about. She launched her own robust business recently. Well, not recently, some time ago. She's also a certified, this is what we're going to talk about because it relates to that beautiful body of yours, regardless of the shape. Let's not ever knock 0 and 8 and 10s, but most of us are like a little bit beyond that. So we are very conscious of fit. The integrated nutritional health coach and incorporate health into training, as our health is a vital piece of our success. I don't think anybody on the planet, as my mom Z would say, with half a brain would disagree with that. So guys, sit back and relax, get comfortable, and help me welcome our featured guest speaker, Veronica Kolobob. Veronica.
Hello, Joy, gorgeous creature.
Oh, bless your heart. Well, I can say ditto right back to you.
Thank
I
you.
hear that clicking sound in the back. I don't know what it is, but we're just going to ignore it because we don't know what it is, but it's something that's very, very annoying. But yet, we'll find out at some point in time. It's when you came on. I don't know. Maybe it's your setup. Do you have more than one screen up, by the
No,
way? No, it's just one screen.
yeah,
Well, we don't know what it is, but we're going to continue and hopefully get through this. But let me say first off that I celebrate and applaud you because of the great work that you're doing. And that said, I would think that the work that you're doing, let's start with the Martini Network, because that's the one that you are really promoting now. And so you should. Wow, that noise. What do you think that could be?
I'm
What
not
is it?
hearing anything on my end.
Well, I hear it on my end. All righty, let's go. What is the Martini Network? Tell us a little bit about it and how you came up with this brand directory.
Well, the directory is brand new. The Martini Network Group has been in existence since 2008. It birthed from a need in the community. The only groups, networking opportunities really that there were back then were chamber or membership based networking events. So Martini Network just came about, and we decided to do events for free. We did them for free for many years, and we would have, goodness, 100 people show up because apparently there was a need for that. And after about 5 years, I had to start putting a small cover on it, which would help to cover costs of emailing and other programs that I needed to run the group. And then it was like 7 years later, it was probably like year 10 or so, that I had to up the cover, still only a $10 cover, to come to the events. And as a matter of fact, the 16-year anniversary is this week as we're recording. And we already have about 170 people RSVP'd for that event. Now, the average events are not 170 people. They're between 60 and 80 people, which is still a great group of people to have the opportunity to meet and network with. And we have different people coming through all of the time. So recently, this year, in the last couple of months, been working on a very robust business directory because I wanted something hyper local for our local businesses, not just Martini Network members, but any small local business that wanted to have an opportunity to like grow and promote with us through a branded, already 16-year-old networking group.
Great, great. Oh my God, it sounds so good. Tell me, where do you meet?
It varies. So each month, and this is the fun part, we go back and forth between Martin and St. Lucie counties. And I used to do one event in 3 counties every month, which was 3 events a month. Those days are over. So now there's one event per month. And I go, this month we're in St. Lucie. Next month we will celebrate the anniversary in Martin County. And then we're back and forth at all different venues. So they get a variety, and it helps the venues as well to have so many people come in for an event in the evening.
I think that's brilliant. I think that's good. And listen, I love the name Martini Network because no, everybody who knows me, they know I love a good martini. I love a good cocktail. Okay, so you meet at all the different places, and then you go from there. Oh my God.
Yes, yes. We'll have to see you at Tudor Fresco this Wednesday.
Wow, I'd love to, but I'm booked this Wednesday. I can't, but I will definitely get there. I don't know where that sound is coming from, but we're just going to ignore it, and hopefully there's some way we can take it out because now I can hear it, and I don't know if she puts me solo, but when you were silent there, there was nothing. And now there it comes and goes. So I don't understand what it is. And there's always something with technology, and we just have to rise above it. Tell me, I heard you say small business when you started. Now you're up to 170. That's a lot of people. And I did hear you say that that's not every month, and 3 times a month. That's not. Is it once a month now? Once a month?
Once a month. And we do have a Facebook group. In our Facebook group are almost 3,000 members. We're right at the cusp of 3,000 members in the group, which is hyper local also to the Treasure Coast. We're somewhere within traveling distance of each other. The few people that may be in the group that are not local had probably lived here and then moved away. So we just don't remove them from the group because they have friends in there. But this is pretty much a Treasure Coast based. We'd go into Palm Beach County, maybe a little north into Brevard, but anywhere that you can do business with those people, it's still a very hyper local group.
That's good. And staying in the community. How does one join? Is it X amount? It's small businesses all throughout the Treasure Coast. Boy, oh boy. And is there a membership fee? Is there an annual fee? Is there a monthly fee? How does one get into the directory?
Okay, well, we're talking 2 separate things. So the group itself is free. You can get into the group on Facebook.
Ah, good to know.
And we're also on Instagram, martini.network. And I just started the Instagram for the push from some other
Oh,
network.
good. Yeah.
But the directory is a whole different animal. So with the group itself, there's only a $10 cash cover at the door. So when you come to an event, you do have to RSVP in advance, and then it's just $10 cash at the door. We don't take credit cards for a $10 fee. And then the directory itself there's twofold. So there is a classic martini membership, which is $25 per month, and it gives you you get the same robust features as you would in a top shelf martini. The only difference is the top shelf martini, oddly enough, saves you money. So you either pay $200 for the year or you pay $25 per month. The classic martini is $25 per month, and the top shelf is $200 for the year. The only difference is you get priority placement in some of the features. So you can blog to the group. So you could write a style article as much as you wanted. I would say, at least once a week or once every other week to get in there and write some kind of article about style. And you can put that into the blog. That's included as a member. Also, the profile that you get as a subscriber, we don't call them memberships, they're subscriptions. But as a subscriber, either subscription level, your profile is very robust. So it's not like just a basic directory. You can go in there and you can do member to member discounts. You can do member to community discounts. You can do blog posts. You can put your podcasts up there. You can do videos. There's just so much that you can do in there. The programs are very, very robust. Like, it's such a steal. And it gets better, Joy, because when you refer people, we just really want to grow this community. So when you refer somebody to the business directory who also signs for classic or top shelf tiered subscription, you get a $25 credit. So if it were $25 per month and you referred one person, one business entity to join per month, your next month is free. So yeah, it's awesome. And the way that it's structured is to exponentially grow together as a group and start referring and sharing each other. You can receive referrals in the group. You can give referrals in the group. You can give recommendations or receive recommendations. It's a very, very robust platform.
Wow. I like your names, Veronica, because as I said, I'm repetitive. I love a good martini, and top of shelf appeals to me. So that's top of the line and a robust.
If I'm going to have a cocktail, it's going to be a top shelf cocktail.
And a robust cocktail.
A robust one.
Healthy and hearty cocktail. I love that. And I think that's more than reasonable. $200 a year, $25 a month, contingent upon how often you plan to attend and the number of members and the type of businesses. And thank you for that tip for me, because I'm a little guilty. I haven't done my research as I usually do, but it sounds like a group that I can become a member of, because I love posting what I do in all the different groups. And my VA and I, we're always looking for groups that we can post in. So that to me is a good deal. And then there's so many different things I can post. It doesn't always have to be about style. It's about leadership. And most businesses, successful businesses, are about good leadership, regardless to the number of employees they have. So I love that. Listen, the time just goes here so quickly. But before we go any further, this sound is going to drive me up the wall here, but I'm going to ignore it. Tell me, what type of business? I heard you say across the board, but is it mainly clothing manufacturers, food manufacturers? What's your largest percentage of people who come to you?
Well, you're talking at the actual events or the directory, because those are two separate things.
I'm talking directory.
So the directory is brand spanking new. We're only a couple of months old. We've been working out bugs, but the priority of businesses, or the majority, I say, of businesses coming in are like, we have a local windows and doors. We have two local windows and doors companies, a roofing company. We have a lab, a specialty lab corporation. There's a home, I think there's a home health. We have a realtor in there so far, Better Business Bureau, things like that, all different local businesses.
That's what I wanted to hear, because the Facebook group is what leads to the Martini group joining and becoming a member, part of the directory. And you are somehow, I'm sure, combining that in a way. But that's all good. I think it's great. And you have been on the Treasure Coast forever, and you are such a well-known name there and loved and adored because of your integrity and how you work. Now let's segue away from that, because you gave us so much good information. Let's segue into Eating with V. I love the title and the name. So tell us a little bit about that and how you've come to Eating with V and what's happening there.
Yes, I would love to. That is my passion. I'd gotten sick a long time ago and got better holistically, naturally. It's a long story, but It's all on my website, eatingwithv.com. But what I've done is I've created a space where we talk about health disruptors, and what you were talking about when we opened this show is
Yes.
so vital to this information, because there are some health disruptors. There's a lot of health disruptors, but the two major ones I talk to people about, well, the one major one is sugar, but I
Yes.
do like to note that caffeine, which everybody seems to love today, is a huge health disruptor. It keeps our body in a state of fight or flight. It can prevent us from losing weight. Like caffeine, when your body is constantly running from the tiger, because that's the only way to akin it, right? To we put ourselves into this state of fight or flight with the first cup of coffee, and then some people drink it throughout the day, and our system just never gets to that homeostasis. It just never gets to, the parasympathetic. Like we're constantly go 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 all the time. And as much as people love their caffeine, it is not a good thing. It's not.
You know, Veronica, I have to interject here for a second because I'm not the biggest and most lovable coffee drinker, meaning loving coffee. And yet I recall, because hubby is and was with a coffee company, directory board, whatever, in New York City. So I learned a lot about coffee. And one of the big, I know, and I completely agree with you about sugar. I
Yes.
gave up sugar about a year or two ago, and it has helped tremendously. I can see the difference. But
Yeah.
coffee, I think, is still questionable. What makes you so adamant about coffee? Because one week, I'm exaggerating to make a point, coffee is okay, it's good, it doesn't hurt or harm the body. The next week, it's slow, steadily. What's your confirmation that coffee is not good at
Well,
all?
we studied caffeine extensively in school. It's not just coffee; it's caffeine. So
Oh,
the segue is coffee, because that's what everybody's slamming. Coffee.
right. That's a good point.
It's caffeine. So you see the kids drinking the caffeine drinks. You see people drinking, the caffeine sodas. You see people drinking the caffeine in their coffee. And this too much caffeine, and if you search caffeine and its effects on the body, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about.
And is there a certain percentage of caffeine? Is there a certain degree of caffeine? I mean, is some of them have minuscule amount? It doesn't matter the amount.
Everybody's body is so incredibly different. There's
Yes.
some people that go, green tea, which has, I don't know, 6 milligrams or something of caffeine, will sometimes send a person skyrocketing. You know what I mean? It just depends on each person. Like me, I don't do caffeine. But I love the flavor of coffee, and I like the antioxidant effect of coffee. So I do a decaf that is not chemically processed. It's actually a Swiss water processed decaf,
Uh-huh.
and I love it. It does nothing to my system. It doesn't have me like bouncing off walls. It doesn't make my system feel like I'm like on the go. And I drink a nice Swiss water processed decaf coffee. I'm not demonizing coffee. I'm demonizing
Yes. Yes.
caffeine.
I know you enough to know you're not going to be demonizing anything. You're just stating your facts as you see them, and I respect you for that.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
have one latte, which is with equal and non-fat milk a day, maybe five to six times a week, and that's it for me. But what you're sharing with me, like I gave up sugar, I can give up and go to decaf because I hadn't thought about it. Because one day it's good, and the next day it's not. It's all of these
Oh, I know.
restrictions.
And it's everything in health, and
It's confusing. It's
things are
confusing.
constantly changing too. Like they'll tell you milk is terrible for you, and then milk is great for you.
Exactly,
And right?
exactly.
Yeah.
Well, what's your theory on that? Dairy,
Well, I don't do dairy. I mean, I used to be in love with dairy. I could drink gallons of milk a
ice
week.
cream.
Yeah, until I got sick. And then I was like, okay, I had to give it all up at once. And I just chose not to go back.
How long have you been on this plan that you have now?
Well, mine is more of a lifestyle now, because and that's like, there is no miracle diet, right? Everything is lifestyle choices.
Mm,
It all comes down to that. And
so,
so when it comes to your health, it is the best rule of thumb is if you eat it and you don't feel good, obviously don't eat it again, right?
mm,
But
mhm.
people are not very in tuned with their system. So,
Yes,
and a lot of times they feel bad all the time. So if they eat something and they still feel bad, they've felt bad all day anyway, they just keep eating and drinking those things. until they come to a space where they actually feel good. They don't know what it's like to feel good until they felt good. And then they'll know when they feel bad, if that makes sense.
That makes a lot of sense. That is so crystal clear because not only with the body, but so many things we're not in sync with. We don't have the depth of knowing and accepting. So that makes a lot of sense. And when it comes to foods, I was raised on sugar. So that was a hard thing for me to give up, even way beyond dairy, because my mother was a baker. So I
Yeah.
mean, cakes and pies and cookies were always in the house. So for me to give up sugar, whoa, 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 whoa. I'm beginning to think this is coming from my hand, and we'll have to find out. I don't know why, because when we come to you, it triggers off. But anyway, we will discover what this is. And thank you for your patience. I hope that there's a way we can eliminate this. If not, we just move forward and do this again. But Veronica, what is the number one thing that you have found? You said it in a way that people who want to be healthy and eat healthy and get their bodies in the best health. What is the one thing that we need to be more cognizant of?
I'll be honest with you. I have been on a mission to shine the light on sugar for many years,
Yes.
and it hides everywhere. It's in everything. The average eater is eating about 46 teaspoons of sugar a day. They don't even know that they're taking in that much. And the healthy eaters are getting about 24 to 26 teaspoons a day, because
Mm.
health food in the health food store is not necessarily healthy.
Oh my God. I think you nailed it. You know why? Because you gave us the key word. It's hidden in so many products that we purchase, foods that we eat, whether it's whatever type it is. That word hidden, and you don't know that it's there, and all the different names that they use makes a big difference. I'm going to ask my engineer to put up your poster now, and I want you to share with us a little bit about that. I know you have a QR code there. Tell us what's offering there. I mean, everything here you talked about, but share with us. I love your poster, by the way, and I
Thank
love
you.
Eating with V. It's just brilliant. And tell us
Thank
a
you.
little bit about the Facebook group. Follow us, all of this, so we can get people excited and they'll come and join you.
Yeah. Well, at Eating with V at my website, so if you hit that QR code or you go to eatingwithv.com, there's
Okay.
a wealth of information there. I have a lot of free training. I have dissected some food labels with little tiny incremental videos. I did one that's supposed to be a sugar-free product that still had maltodextrin, which is a sugar.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I did Doritos, which, if you could see all the toxic ingredients in Doritos, you hopefully would never eat them again.
I'll look
And
into
then
it.
there's a sugar list that gives you some of the names, like maltodextrin, dextrose, anything that has the word syrup, anything that has the word crystals. Generally, all of these will, and you'll see it's a big, long list.
I
There's
will,
tons of free information on my website, along with some cooking videos under the.
oh my God, I can't wait to get that. I end with a question for you because I switched from all the different sugars to stevia. Is stevia safe?
Stevia is good. I would stay away from the equal. I heard you say something about
I
equal.
started with equal and then I switched to stevia.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, you're better off with the stevia for sure. And I do have a hidden sugars class that is, it's an extremely intense hour, brain burning information that's available on my website. And that is a paid class. It's $297, but it
Woo-hoo.
is life changing. And then on the Martini Network side, there's a QR code for the group. And if you want to take a look at the directory, it's just martininetwork.biz,
Yes.
not .com, but .biz. And then we're on Facebook and Instagram with the. So make sure you go to the Martini Network group, because we also have a Martini Network business directory page.
This is great.
Yeah.
This is great. Veronica, I'm going to tell them to take again a screenshot or a snapshot, and they'll have all the information there. And Veronica, the time goes here. Thank you for your patience. We're going to find out what this clicking sound is driving me crazy. I hope it's not heard on the other side, but if so, we'll have to do this again. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Going to put you in the green room, and I'll be with you in a second or two. My friends, I tell you, the time flies here. I hope that you're not hearing this annoying noise on your end, but if you are, we'll find out what it is. My engineer and I will fix it. In the meantime, make this one of the best weeks ever. Enjoy to the max, and know that coming from this side of the world, wherever you are, we think global, sending you much, much love from my heart to yours. Be and stay well. Enjoy the week. Cheers.